All right, hello everybody. Welcome to a very quick video. I've had a few students email me about the difference or the interaction between written law, which is our legislation and our statutes, and unwritten law, which is our judge-made law. So this is a very quick little sketch to help you visualize the difference between the written law and the unwritten law when it comes to court, which was the specific case in question or the specific situation in question that these students had. So we have a party A. I'm going to be looking at a construction example because that's what's relevant for our course, but obviously this can be for any dispute. Party A and a party B. They've decided in this specific instance that they're going to build a house. So we've got a brand new house. What's going to specify what's going to be in the house? Well, we're going to have a contract between party A and party B for the house. This is obviously just an example. However, along the way, something has gone dreadfully wrong. We're going to be very general with this example. We don't know what's gone wrong, but something drastic has gone wrong. They're going to try and mediate it out. We're going to have chats. We're going to have emails. We might even go to formal mediation. However, unfortunately, that didn't work. So now we are going to court. So at a court, we would have a judge. This is the individual with the cogs in the mind. Then we have the party A plaintiff. They are the individual who has been impacted by the wrong. They are the person who is screaming, I'm innocent, somebody has done me wrong. They would then bring their lawyer. Then we have party B, who is the defendant. They are saying, no, 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 I did nothing wrong. Please believe me. They are also going to bring their lawyer. So plaintiff, party A believes they're in the right, and party B, the defendant, is the person who has done something wrong. In this instance, we have the house, we have the contract, and then we obviously have as well legislation, which for our example is the written law. So the judge is going to have a look at what party A is saying. They're going to have a look at what party B is saying. They're going to have a look at the contract for the house as agreed at the time. And they're going to look at the relevant legislation or written law which applies to this particular dispute. The judge is then going to have some things to say about this. They're going to have some questions. Party A will have some things to say and will need to answer some questions. Party A's lawyer will also do some talking. Party B will do some talking. Party B's lawyer will do some talking. So there's lots of words, and this is often why cases go on for a very long time, because there are lots of things to say when you are getting to the bottom of the truth and what actually happened. As part of this court case, the judge will make a decision. So they will decide who is liable or who is guilty, depending on what type of law we are looking at. And they will decide what the penalty or the outcome is for that particular case. Now, as part of their decision, they will say their reasoning for the decision in relation to the parties' actions, the contract, the legislation. This reasoning for the decision is called the ratio, and that is the unwritten law. So we have the legislation, which is the written law. We have the judge made comments in general. That is not the ratio. The ratio is the reason behind the decision. I hope this helped, and if you need any more information, please let me know.